Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Henry and Susan, and we are here live again on another Tuesday. So, we want to talk about today is why you should be getting your solar panels cleaned at least every 6 months. That is something that a lot of salespeople will not tell you when they're trying to sell you a system and what have you. So, a lot of you don't know that solar panels perform much better when they are clean. And so, we take pride in cleaning our solar panels, getting out there and making sure that they're super clean for our customers. And we see that there is more and more of you now booking jobs, and we don't want you to wait till it gets extremely hot before you make a decision that you want to start saving money on solar. Um, because a lot of people have that mentality where they think, well, it's hot now, it's gonna produce more, and we're gonna go out there and we're gonna get our solar panels clean.
Well, plus we don't price per panel. What do we price?
As far as pricing per panel, we price a flat rate. I mean, that's something that we separate ourselves from a lot of other companies because we don't price per panel when it comes to residential. We charge a flat rate. Doesn't matter if you have 100 panels on the roof, 60 panels on the roof, or 10
And it
panels.
doesn't matter what area or what city either.
No, that really doesn't come into play.
Whether it's LA or Riverside or
so
Orange
what are
County,
you getting at? Are you trying to say that there's people out there that charge per mile, or they charge in the city, or
I don't know. I think people just charge based on what they feel they should charge when they're in that.
Give me an example. Like they charge like the incline of the roof,
yeah, I think if it's steeper, you might charge more. I don't know.
Spanish tile,
or it's just the pricing, like the different prices that people put out there.
Yeah.
For cleaning the solar panels, whether it's commercial, whether it's
residential. What do you think about these people that are charging like really cheap? Do you think their customers are getting great service when they do that?
I mean, I can't speak for everybody. I mean, maybe there's some legit companies that are pricing it low because they don't know the industry yet. So they figure, well, we'll charge this much just to get a client, just to get their feet wet. But I mean, the ones that have probably been in the industry that are charging lower, I think that they're taking away a lot of, business from people that are trying to do a good job taking care of their customers.
Yeah. So, for example, we started out with 3 jobs today, but we finished with 7. So, by the time that we got done, we picked up 4 brand new
in the
customers,
same area,
and they were all neighbors. So we we only had scheduled for 3 for today. Excuse me. But we ended up finishing up with 7 customers, and we didn't do any add-ons. We didn't go out there and tell them we want to do rain gutters or windows or anything else like that.
They just notice that we're doing something on the roof, and they see Henry with a pole and the brush, and they kind of stand around and look to see what he's doing. And if I see them and I go up to them and I tell them, well, he's cleaning the solar panels, and they're like, oh, we didn't know we had to do that. So that's when we start educating them and letting them know what the importance of cleaning them.
What do you do when you educate people? What do you say to them? I mean, what is there something that you say to these people, or
Well, I just tell them that, it's important that when you get your panels and if they've never been cleaned for so many years, they're building up a lot of dirt, and the buildup on that is not giving them the good production that they need. So
so
I educate them and let them know it's important to get them clean every 6 months so that
yeah,
they get the best production and they get, they save a lot more money at the end. And so they kind of think about it and they're like, oh, okay, well, nobody ever told us that when they installed them. And I explained to them, well, they don't tell you that. And I think maybe they don't say that because they just want to get the panels on the roof and they don't want to educate them on the importance of maintaining them as far as cleaning wise, not just, making sure the panels are working properly.
right. Yeah. So, when we get on YouTube and we start talking about why it is important to have your solar panels clean, a lot of you don't know that solar panels need to be cleaned at least every 6 months. And it isn't till you actually see your electric bill and you see that, oh, we're being charged a lot of money. We have solar panels. We should be saving lots of money just because we have solar panels. We even had customers this morning. We had a customer this morning that we had a contractor reach out to us, and he wanted us to clean his customer solar panels. So we went over there and we actually cleaned the solar panels for free. We did not charge him whatsoever. Um, so we did that because we know that there's a lot of potential business if we go out there and prove to him and the customer that there is a difference when you do clean the solar panels. And most people don't know until they contact their solar company. And when they contact the solar company will sit there and go, your solar panels are working fine according to our app, according to everything. They all look good. You might want to go and clean your solar panels. And this is how people find out. And then they do a research on the internet. Then they Google, solar panel cleaners, and then they start calling around and start getting prices. And then they are sitting there trying to figure out, who's got the better price, who's got the better deal, who's got the better equipment, who's got who's been in the business. They're looking at reviews. They're looking at,
well, especially when they call, we've noticed a lot of customers are doing their homework and calling around, and we are very careful on what we tell them because we want to make sure we get all the information. If we don't get all the information, then that's kind of a red flag to us, especially we want to get an address, and if they don't tell us, then we have to do a little more research and ask them more questions. And if they're hesitant, then we know that they're not really calling for themselves. They're calling to check around what we're charging.
so they're checking for prices, basically. Do you think it's your competition, or do you think it's actual customers?
I think it's more a competition that's calling around, trying to find out so that they can either, go as low as possible to try to get the customer.
Yeah. That's a lot of that going around. There's a lot of that going around. You got brand new companies coming out, don't have a clue what to charge, and they call and they're winging it. And I'm kind of proud of Susan because lately there's been a lot of people calling for bird proofing. And I'm going to say we're in the very high percentage of when somebody calls us for bird proofing for pricing, and all that, we've been getting the jobs. We've actually been booking a lot of bird proofings lately. And, so she does a really good job of explaining of the process of what's going to happen, what we're going to do, what we can do that other companies are not doing out there. And so, uh, we are getting a lot more jobs coming in for bird proofing and solar panel cleaning, and then even repeat customers. We're getting repeat customers calling us back. I mean, we're not even calling them; they're actually calling us back and saying, "Hey, I need to I need to schedule for cleaning," and then she's booking them and getting that done. And so, yesterday we had bird proofing. Today we had 3 calls on the books, and it ended up being 7 calls when we were all done. And then we scheduled more bird proofings for this week. And so we see the trend where it's starting to pick up now because it's starting to get warmer. The rain is pretty much going away. And people are feeling like, okay, now it's time. It's time for us to call in and get the solar panels clean.
Yeah.
Tara Lynn says, "Hey, Henry and Susan." She also has a question. Do you still have guys working for you right now? No, we don't. We don't have guys working for us because I feel like I could do it myself for right now. And
there's certain like bird proofings that we do have somebody that helps. Henry.
Well, I was going to get to that, but
Yeah.
she's asking if we have employees
no.
right now. So this is still considered the slow period. Okay. It's
because the rain has been kind of off and on, and it hasn't been consistent, where it's maybe like 3-4 days consistent. It's been like
weather-wise. We're talking about rain.
Weather-wise, yeah. The rain's been like every weekend, and then it stops, and then the following weekend it rains again, and then it rains one day during the week. It's kind of been a weird winter, and spring.
Yeah. So this is just the start of spring, and actually, last year this time we were still slow, and so we are starting to see the trend change in April. May is when we really picked up, and then June we were just bananas.
We just got another call today for a commercial account that wanted us to give them an estimate. So so they've been calling us.
The commercial accounts are calling, and we're putting in bids. As a matter of fact, you got to put in that bid for that one today too. So. Now that you mentioned that, and we are going to be hiring pretty soon, and this is going to be seasonal. This is going to be something that's going to be for summer, because obviously I can't do it all by myself, even though I love to. We do have work that we contract out. And then also we have work that guys will come and help us or come and help me on some of the bird proofings that get a little tough, where you need 2 people on there, and you always want 2 people on that roof at all times.
They're on the edge, and there's not enough room to put a ladder.
Yeah, so sometimes it's a tough situation where we're have to be really, really careful, and you want guys that are experienced when it comes to that. I've been on the roof for 28 years on roofs and working with ladders. So I know what I'm doing when it comes to, working on a roof, stepping on a roof, making sure that you're not breaking tiles or anything else like that. And speaking of broken tiles, we had our first job that we went to this morning. we took pictures of a couple of broken tiles that were on the roof itself, on the peak. And before we even started cleaning, we let the contractor know. And then we also let the homeowner know he had some broken tiles. So that way it doesn't show that we were there and we did it, because the first word out of his mouth was, well, they weren't there before. And I say, well, we just got here and we want to let you know before we even start work. Here are the pictures of some broken tiles. And so he was going to address that with the contractor itself. And then one of the things that he had asked for was, are you guys insured? Do you have insurance? Do you have workman's comp? Do you have all that? So the customer was actually pretty educated. And I felt really good about answering all those questions to him. And I said, you know what? You are probably one of the few customers that asked for that. So I applaud you for that. Everybody needs to sit there and ask for insurance, ask for workman's comp, ask for, you know, liability, auto insurance, all that. They should be asking for that, because if they get up on your roof and they're not insured, guess who's responsible? The homeowner. Anything happens, the homeowner is going to be responsible. So you want to make sure that you go out there and have the proper documents, have all that with you, and be able to say, here you go, Mr. Customer, here is my insurance, here is this, here is that, here's my business license, here's all that. We keep all that in a book. So we have that with us, and we want to make sure that customer sees that we are legit business. Okay. And so, yeah, it was a good thing this morning. And that was our first customer that we went to, you know, pretty much. And during that time, while I'm out there and I'm cleaning solar panels, Susan's getting the phone calls and she's booking them, or she's, you know, talking to them and you know, giving quotes out on the phone. So, which is a good thing. It helps me out. I don't have to worry about that. And then she takes care of that when she gets home. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put it in chat, and we'd love to see some of the questions here that come up. It is a Tuesday night. We are here on a Tuesday night, and like we try to be every Tuesday night, if we can answer, you know, any of your questions and what have you. So we're starting to see it getting picked up now. Is that the industry is it's a tough industry, because you have a lot of competition out there.
Carolyn, I think we talked to somebody that does solar cleaning in Henderson.
In Henderson, yeah.
Can't remember who they were, but we talked to them. They called us a few weeks ago, and they happen to be, you know, cleaning solar panels out there in Henderson. So it's right.
We get a lot of people that call us. We just had somebody that called us from Florida, who's starting his own business up there in Florida itself, Texas, and Idaho, and so we're getting lots of people that contact us and asking us about the business itself. And I feel like I have lots and lots of videos on here. I have well over 500 videos of getting into this business, teaching people getting into this business. But I feel like that there's still a lot of information that is being missed for customers, that people are not educated when it comes to solar panel cleanings and why they should have their solar panels cleaned and how often they should have their solar panels cleaned. And so they don't do the research until something actually happens, to where they're, you know, calling their solar company, and the solar company is saying, well, you need to call around and so forth. And I feel like that's more the direction that people are checking into now. We're getting a lot more subscribers subscribing to our YouTube channel just because I think they're starving for that information, pretty much trying to figure out, how to do things. And we do see that we do see a lot of new subscribers coming in, which I'm pretty happy about that. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so anything happened to? Oh, as a matter of fact, we got a new device that we're going to be introducing for bird proofing and stuff like that. That we just we received that a couple of days ago. Came in the mail.
We put it together,
And we had to put it together.
which
and
is very tedious.
Very, very tedious. But we got it. We finally got it put together, and we're going to be introducing that out there when we're doing our bird proofing. So you'll see some videos of us with our new toy, which I'm really happy about because I've been waiting for this for a long time, and it would just so I'm waiting to put it to work. As a matter of fact, I think we have bird proofing coming up pretty soon, fairly quickly. So yeah, and so we're gonna probably end up doing that and showing a few new tools that we actually have here. So, which would be good. And excuse me. And there's a few other things that are lined up this summer that I'm going to be, looking at and trying to better our business too. And, we know when the solar starts to pick up for us because the first people that call us are marketing people. They call us at 6 in the morning,
every day,
7 in the morning, every day. And there is new gadgets out there, AI marketing, and that's really huge this year is AI marketing. There's a lot of people pushing AI on solar right now, getting more business on that. I looked into it, and that's about as far as I looked into because to me it's not proven yet. So we have companies that are contacting us, pushing the marketing, and the nice thing I can honestly say is that we don't go out and pay for leads. We're not doing that to where we are having to promote our business. We have a lot of people that are finding us on the internet, and so we're grateful with that. And we talk to customers every single day, and we ask them, "How did you find us?" And that's how we know that our stuff is working organically because we're not pushing anything out there in certain platforms, and they're finding us, which is really, really nice. And we see a lot of competition or competitors or other companies, you can kind of say it in that way, that are in the same industry, in the same business, that are struggling right now because they are not getting the phone calls like we're getting, and I think a lot of that contributes to us being here on the internet, and people see us whether we're on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube and Facebook. So they do see us on, and they do give us a call, which is we're happy about because we're getting quite a bit of people that recognize us and are asking for bird proofing and solar panel cleaning. And I don't. I had a customer that asked me if I could do if I would do gutter cleaning and window cleaning, and I had to turn them down because that's something that I don't do. There's a reason why I don't do gutter cleaning, um, and so I don't do it, and I just refer that to other vendors out there or other people out there. If I know that they're really good in the industry and that's something that they're really good at, I will call and pass the lead on to them and say, if you want this, go ahead and take it. Here's their name, here's their number, have at it. And then they're out there and they're getting those jobs, you know. So, but so anything on your mind today? Anything you want to talk about?
Just that it's getting warmer finally.
It is getting warmer.
Getting a little tired of the rain.
Tired of the rain, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, we are noticing quite a bit of phone calls now. So we're happy about that.
Mhm.
And guys, if you are new to this industry and you feel like, okay, what do I have to do to get my business rolling, to get my business off the ground? You know, you might want to start going out there and walking the pavement, you know, passing out flyers or advertising your company. Do some ads, go out there and pay for some of these ads, because you're not going to get stuff organically until you are well known and established. You know, we have well over 150 5-star reviews, and we have other companies that have way more reviews than we do. And we talk to those companies, and they do ask, hey, how are you marketing your business? I had somebody that has a lot of reviews, and they are super busy, you know, but they got a lot of people that they employ, so they got to stay super busy. And that's one of the things that for me is I'm kind of waiting till I get extremely busy and I can't do it on my own. So I will get a couple employees to go out there and get that done. The problem is with getting employees is once it becomes a certain month, then we got to let these people go, because unfortunately our phones stop too. Everybody's phones stop. And you know, you got to go out there and push the bigger contracts, push the bigger, you know, commercial jobs. And if you don't have commercial jobs, it could be a problem for a company that is just trying to survive the summer months. You know, summer months, I'm telling each and every one of you, be ready for it. Those phones are going to ring in the summer, and you're going to get lots and lots of phone calls with people calling you and saying, how much? And if you don't price it right, they're going to go, let me talk to my husband, let me talk to my wife, and they're calling another company. And so you got to be really, really competitive. There's guys out here right now that are giving out free cleanings for bird proofings. Let me do your bird proofings and I'll give you some free cleanings for at least a couple of years. I see them on Instagram. I see them on TikTok. And I can't see how a company could stay afloat if they're giving out stuff for free, unless they are doing like what we're doing, is working with contractors and saying, let me do these for free for you, show you what we can do, and then we get the contract. And that's what we shoot for, is we shoot for contracts. Whether it's Target, whether it's Costco, FedEx, UPS, what you name it, any company you want to try to get a contract for, and continue working with that company and building relationships with that company. And, you know, we're proud to say that we get them calling us and asking us for bids, and we're putting in bids. And, you know, they look around, they shop around, they do the exact same thing as residentials do, is they'll go out there on the internet and find out who's got that experience and who's got uh, the Google presence and the internet presence, the Bing presence, the Yahoo presence. They want to know which companies are out there and they're doing their thing. And this is why I am so passionate about only having a couple of services, because it's been proven to me that for me, for my company, for our company, we only have a couple of services that we really, really pay attention to, and it works for us. There's other companies that got 5 or 6 different services that they provide, and it works for them. So to each his own, right? And
When he did the bird proofing on Sunday, the next door neighbor, they're renting their house, and they came out, and we were talking to them, and they said that the property manager told them that they should put spikes underneath their solar panels, and that was new to me and what I heard, and I thought that doesn't sound right to put metal under solar panels.
no, that's a big no-no. That's a fire hazard. And we explained that to them. You never want to put bird spikes underneath your solar panels. That is the worst thing that you can ever do. There's some videos that I'm actually going to put out there. I'm going to put out there on some of the things, especially for bird proofing, with the different clips and the different hardware that you guys should be using and being careful of. There was a customer that had to replace a whole harness because somebody screwed it up and their solar panels weren't working. And so for him to replace that whole harness was a lot of money. It was a Tesla system. I don't know how much it was, but all I know is a third party that came out to do bird proofing went out there and screwed up his system. And it's they poked the harness. When they put the clip in, and they shorted out the system. So the inverters fried, and the installers or whoever was doing the bird proofing didn't even know what had happened. And it was a customer that had called us to say, hey, my equipment's not working, and can you guys come out and take a look at it and check it out? And so found out that they had pinched the wiring underneath the solar panel of the Tesla panel itself, and shorted out the system. And so those are just some of the things that you really, really have to be careful of when you go out and you are working on a customer's $20,000 system, $30,000 system. A lot of guys are kind of doing it on the weekend. They're just like, it's a something that is a hobby for them, not even a business. They go out there, they charge a couple of $1,000s, get it done, and they're happy because they made a couple of $1,000s. But they have the potential, if they don't know what they're doing, to really screw up the system. And if you don't have insurance, you don't have things to back your company up, then you can get into some serious trouble with the homeowner, because the homeowner is now upset because they're looking at their app and everything is red. Everything is like not working. And they're sitting there going, hey, my system was working when you guys got here. What happened? And if you don't know how to go and do these things, then it could be it could be a problem, So we have some people coming in or checking in. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and read that.
From Scherzer 25.
Oh, okay.
Checking in from Mojave County. just wanted to drop by and say hello from Solar Cleaning
Solutions.
Solutions. We just picked up an electric brush from Mark.
Okay.
Super excited. Thanks to both of you guys.
Awesome. All right. Well, we appreciate that. Good luck with your electric brush. And so who else do we have?
Smoky Walks.
Smoky
So
Wax So Tech Soft Wash. Man. Hey, Henry. It's been a hard sale here in San Antonio, Texas, but we keep going. I know soon people here will learn about the importance of solar panel cleaning. Thank you for all your inputs when I first started. Yeah, I mean, nice to see you again, Smokey. There, and this is what we're talking about, right? We're talking about customers that are not educated. And it is, do your due diligence, get out there and just talk to people, educate people. One of the best things that we did was we wrapped that van. Rick and I, we went ahead and we wrapped our van, and we wrapped our van, and that was the best advertisement, um, that we ever did, because it's free, you know. And as soon as people see you at a customer's house, we had it yesterday and we had it the day before. Is we were sitting on Sunday. Um, Somebody was walking their dog. They got their camera, took the camera out, and they took pictures of the van of our phone number. And guess what? They're calling and they're trying to book an appointment. And so it's free advertisement. That's the best thing you can do. I don't care if it's a small little banner or something very, very small. There's other guys out here. They put out
A magnet? Is that what they do?
Well, yeah,
what do people put?
you could put a magnet on the side of your door or in the back or on your window or what have you. But yeah, there's many ways to go out there and advertise, people. I mean, you know, you can make a whole bunch of flyers and door hangers and go out there and just start walking the neighborhood that's got lots of solar panels. And before you know it, you're getting people calling you and saying, hey, how much do you charge for solar panel cleaning? How much do you charge for bird proofing? And that's when you have to sit there and you educate those people. And you know, believe it or not, there are people on YouTube right now searching how to clean solar panels, and they're watching videos. And so, you know, this is where people find us, right? They find us because we sit here and we talk about these particular subjects. And same thing, whether you're doing a live on Instagram or you're doing, you know, TikTok or what have you. Education, right? Got to get these people out there to realize, oh, I didn't know my solar panels needed to be cleaned. Oh, this is why, you know, our production is so low. And this morning was a great example. You know, you talked to the contractor, and what did you tell the contractor when we were cleaning the solar panels and after we got done?
Oh, that
because you had the conversation with them. So tell them, you know, what you told that particular contractor.
That there was a change in production after the panels were cleaned, and so he's understanding why that's the reason why the customer had called him and said that there might be something wrong with the solar panels. So he was talking about, I was explaining to him that, you know, this is why it's important to get them clean, because that's probably one of the main reasons why they're not working as efficiently as they're supposed to be, because they've never been cleaned before. So, you know, he's understanding that, and he's on his end, he's trying to educate his clients to let them know that the importance of getting them cleaned and how often they should be getting them cleaned. So,
There's a lot of people out there that are selling solar, and they tell the customers, "Oh, the rain will clean the solar panels. Don't worry about it." Um, you know, how often? And I always talk about this, especially here in California or wherever you're at, whether you're in Texas or whether you're in Florida, um, you Hawaii, it doesn't matter. You can look at these solar panels, and if they're not the color that they were when they were first installed, they're dirty, people, and they're out there. They are not producing like they were when you first got them, and this is where a lot of people are calling their solar companies, and a lot of them are out of business now, and or sold it to another company, and they can't get a hold of that particular salesperson, because guess what, that salesperson is going to go into that home, he's going to have you sign the contract, then he's going to push out his guys to go out there and install it, and then it gets activated, and after everything is said and done, you'll never, I'm not going to say you'll never see the guy again, but I will tell you the horror stories that we hear all the time is that company no longer exists. What do I do? And we have a solution to that too. We have guys that actually put in brand new solar, and we know a lot of guys out here in the industry that will take care of you with brand new solar or fix a problem. And when we run across somebody who has a problem with the solar, we fix that. We make sure that we go out there and we take care of that. We have guys that we contract and have them go out there and take a look at it and fix it. So guys that I work with, are certified and trained with Tesla, and they know every part of that system. They can go out there and lift the panel as just as well as I can, and go out there and troubleshoot and figure out where the problem is. And they've been working with solar for a long time, so it's nothing new to us. So we go out there and we take care of that. We'll get somebody out there to get that solar fix, one way or another. We actually upgraded a few systems that needed it, and we were happy about that, because the guys said, you know what, just let's just put in a whole new system, and it was a great thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
So
Scherzer
25 says, I miss the two old ball guys. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, we have our own here. This is what we're doing, right? So my favorite is when customers.
My favorite from the customer is, well, it just rained, and then I asked them why they wash their vehicle after it rains.
LOL. Yeah. I mean, people don't realize that, and this is a big debate, guys. I mean, this is a huge.
Everyone thinks the rain is going to clean the panels, and they don't realize that there's a layer of dirt that stays on the panels, just like on a car. After it rains, it got dirty again.
I did a video today. Of, I had just cleaned the solar panels, and I'm using deionized water. I have 0 parts per million going at the end of that brush, going onto the solar panels. And as I'm cleaning with the C1000, I'm cleaning this, and you can see the steam come off the solar panels and it drying up. This was probably around 1 o'clock. And so the solar panels were doing their job as far as drying up, and the deionized water was doing its job, because you couldn't see any spots. It was spot free. It was clean. You get your finger, you could just go over that thing and it will squeak like crazy because it was so clean and it was doing what it's supposed to do. And this is where customers will look at their app and all of a sudden their stuff goes like this, straight up. And their production is like increased. And we sit here and Sunday, we cleaned, we bird proofed, and we cleaned solar panels, and we cleaned them, spot free rinse. And in about 15 minutes, here comes the rain. The rain came. And you can see the bead off the top of the solar panels, like Rain-X, just coming right off. And we're going, don't have to worry about the rain because these are well protected. And I've seen comments, I've seen a lot of BS out there where people already say, oh, just hard water is better and what have you. And it's been a proven fact that deionized water is the best for cleaning solar panels. And
in fact, we got a call today from a customer and we booked them today because we're in the area.
You booked them today?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
We got another book?
No, we cleaned their panels today.
Oh.
Because we're in the area.
Well, all I know is I had 4 extra jobs today. That's all I know.
You're in the area.
I was so mad at the boss because it was 2:00 and I haven't had my lunch yet. And we're taking on more jobs.
Because they're in the neighborhood right there. So
So it was a very, very hard day.
He was very hydrated.
So. I'm still drinking. I mean, I got my
I made sure he was hydrated.
I got my bubbly right here, and I'm still trying to get my body back to where it's supposed to be. And unfortunately, it's not there yet.
But the wife was saying that her husband was cleaning the panels with a hose. And I said, no, you don't ever want to do that because it's hard water coming out.
Yeah,
with the
a
hose.
lot of calcium buildup afterwards. And so.
Yeah.
But wow.
So, and then they say, well, okay, well, if we get them cleaned, are we going to see a change? And I said, yes, you will. You will see a change in your production.
And when was the last time they cleaned their solar panels?
They never had them cleaned.
How long did they have them?
I want to say 2 or 3 years.
So 2 and 3 years, they never had them cleaned. But
during that time, the husband was cleaning them with a hose.
Right. But you can see how they're able to regain a lot of production back when they go out there and they get the solar panels clean. And we've proven that with contractors that are O&M contractors that are actually doing the work, troubleshooting, and then we go out there and clean them. And they're arguing with their company saying, we need this service done because this is helping with production. And
but he was telling me that the contractor was telling me that he's trying to talk to the company that he's working with to explain to them that it shouldn't be up to the customer to let him know that they need to be clean because they don't know that they need to be clean. He's trying to talk to, them saying that, no, this is why they need to be clean and we need to be the ones to tell them, the customer, not us, but him.
Yeah.
And, it's just one of those things where contractors are dealing with people on another end to convince them the importance of getting solar panels clean. And it shouldn't really be up to the customer because, they're not educated.
They're not. There's a lot of misinformation out there when it comes to customers. Read the next one because that is a prime example of.
Sure. I had a customer tell me that you're not supposed to wash the panels because they have a special protective clear coat on them. I have never heard that, and I'm thinking it was just BS.
No, it's not BS. Listen, When a solar company goes and they install solar, all solar panels have a protective coating. Uh, well, uh, let me rephrase that, because they could be getting cheap solar panels from somewhere else and they may not have that protective coating or what have you. A lot of the new ones, brand new ones, have that coating, protective coating over it. Um, so if you have the right equipment, you're not going to scratch glass. You're not going to do any of that. There's guys out there that don't have the right equipment and they will scratch that protective coating. They will scratch all that. But that customer that told you that is in for a rude awakening if they never get their solar panels clean. Because what's going to happen in due time, and I've seen this in matter of weeks, um, I'll go back to that point. But this is why we've been in business for over 4 years, and this is why we have big Fortune 500 companies: Target, FedEx, UPS, Kohl's. You name it. We do those solar panels because we increase the production. A lot of the big corporations, they fail their inspections. In order to have their inspections pass, they clean them. And once they're clean, then their inspection passes and everything is good to go. So to that customer, they don't have a clue. Um, and because, like I said, this is why so many solar panel cleaners are popping up. There is hundreds of solar panel cleaners here in LA now that are popping up. A lot of them don't know what they're doing. A lot of them do know what they're doing. So I can't sit there and say who's going to do a good job or who's not going to do a good job. I can only speak for ourselves and our company, and we get commercial calling us. We have commercial calling us today, and we're putting in a bid tonight for that particular customer.
This is going to be the 13th estimate I've put out in the last month.
Commercial?
Yes.
So we had 13 commercial accounts contact us in the last month, is what you're saying.
Well, 13 estimates because two of them had multiple properties.
Oh, that's right. One had 4 properties and 6 properties, right? Or something like that. Okay. Yeah. So, and that's great, but this is the point I'm trying to make, is that anybody who gets brand new solar, there is a period of 2 to maybe 6 weeks, sometimes even longer, where their stuff gets activated through their electric company. So they will install the solar panels on the roof itself, but the actual solar panels are not active. So they're still pending status and still waiting. So after the 8 weeks, when they finally kick on, guess what? Those solar panels are dirty. Those solar panels need to be cleaned. But a lot of people don't know. And by the time that they go out there and they get this done 6 months or a year later, they lost a lot of production. And this is where we try to educate every single customer and say, look, guys, the cleaner the solar panels, the better they're going to produce. Bottom line. That's our tagline. The cleaner the solar panels are, the better they're going to produce. This is a fact. And so as long as you know the facts, every day you can sit there and go, well, I got a system that is supposed to produce this much, and now it's producing this much because the solar panels are clean. and we prove it all the time, because don't you think people watch their apps as soon as we're done cleaning solar panels? Don't you think that they sit there and they look at their app to see if it really jumped up,
Mhm.
or if it stayed the same,
Mhm.
or if it went down? They're paying really close attention to that. We've had many reviews to where they have told us, man, my production really picked up. And we knew that. We knew that that was going to happen. And so, anyways, um, don't forget to smash the like button up on top. We really appreciate you guys smashing that like button. Um, Marco Rodriguez, have you had any issues collecting payments after service? If so, how did you handle those customers? We just had one.
We've had quite a bit in the past and recently.
Yeah, we had one where they were supposed to pay online, and it took them almost 2 weeks, and we kept calling them every day, just about. And so when we sat there and we called them and we said,
Left a message because it would always go
it
straight
always
to
goes.
voicemail.
Okay, so what did you say?
I would just leave a message saying, that we went
Little louder,
there.
sir.
We went there to clean your solar panels on this day, at this time. We have pictures, and I just sent you an invoice via email, via text, and we're just waiting to collect payment because we got to close our books. So
Yeah. And he finally paid on a Saturday. He finally paid us almost a week later, I think it was.
Yeah, a little over a week.
Little over a week. He finally paid us. But this is the gamble that you have to take. I'm not a big fan of having them pay online. I really am not. I mean, I'd rather do the job, get it done, and then collect right afterwards. That's one of the things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about collecting my payment after I got the work done. So I'm not a huge fan on
Now, sometimes
sending a bill, so to speak.
if they're out of town and they're not there to collect payment,
Oh, of
and
course,
we send them the invoice, they'll
there's going to be certain
there's
situations.
exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we collect payment after the job is done, and we have a little card reader that we use that's been working really well for us to collect the payment.
Yeah, credit cards or what have you,
Mhm.
or debit cards. We use that quite a bit, and it checks.
And Zelle.
We do use Zelle, and Zelle is pretty good because
you get your money right away.
It's instant, right? And as long as, I mean, it's right in the bank as soon as they Zelle you that money.
Mhm.
So just got to be really careful. Kind of have to figure people out, and just hope that they pay.
Mhm.
There's options. You can take them to small claims court if you have to. There are things where if it's bird proofing, and it's a $2,000 job, and they don't want to pay you, then you go to small claims court, and if you win, try to put a lien on the home if they own the home, or something like that, where you can ask the judge for that and see what happens, just so you can get your money and get your money's worth. Have we experienced that? No, we haven't experienced that at all. But there are options. I would talk to seek legal advice on that. I mean, if you're having problems, and see what your options are, and hopefully that could help you out, as far as that's concerned,
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So just go out there and educate your customers or people that are kind of looking around, standing around, looking to see what you're doing, and go over there and talk to them and say, there's something I can help you with, just and
Open your
explain
mouth.
what you do.
Start
what
talking.
you're doing.
Start talking. There's a lot of people that are willing to listen.
And the ones we had this afternoon, the one neighbor talked to his other neighbor across the street, and she came over and she saw what Henry was doing up on the roof, and she was very impressed to see
She was watching, yeah.
She was watching. They were all watching, and they saw that his brush cleaned the solar panels, and I was explaining to them how it should look like and what they should be seeing. And then he got on the phone with his other neighbor across the street, and he called him up, and they said, "Okay, yeah, get them cleaned." And so one neighbor after another.
I thought it was never going to end. Yeah.
Trying to get the business, so we did. And they were very impressed.
You got the business, that's for sure.
They were very happy.
Yeah.
They were very happy. So.
The only one that wasn't happy was me, because they said, I need you to go to that house right there. And after you're done there, I need you to go to that house across the street.
Fortunately, there were one-story homes. So
it doesn't matter.
You only had one ladder to use.
Yeah. I'm an old man, so have pity on me.
And it wasn't too hot, so it was good.
Yeah, it wasn't Palm Springs hot.
Yeah, then that I would be like, okay, now let's hold off on that one to come another time.
Yeah.
Or just water him down.
Yeah. Yes.
Because we've experienced that kind of heat, and it's not fun when you go there 8 o'clock in the morning and it's already 100 degrees.
Over 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant.
Yeah. So awesome, guys. We appreciate everybody coming on. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that like button. We really appreciate that. And we're going on our hour already. And off to the next week. We'll be back. And hopefully before then, who knows? We are going to be putting quite a few more videos out for customers, because I feel like I need to educate the customers a lot more too when it comes to that. Thank you for all the info. I greatly appreciate the show. We appreciate you being with us for so long, a whole hour out of your life. And
stop the sickness.
Stop the sickness says thank you. Appreciate you. Welcome back. Stop the sickness. How could we forget that name? Right?
It's a good name.
Yeah, Stop the Sickness. That's a
Where's
good.
Where's he from?
I have no idea. Where are you from? Stop the Sickness. Where are you from? And we appreciate every single one of you. Smoky Walls, Scherzer 25, Tara Lynn. In the house from Las Vegas.
It's getting warm out there.
It's getting hot. It's going to get hot, people. And Porterville. Oh, he's up from Porterville. Porterville is up north.
Oh.
It's next. It's at Porter, and it's by Ville. So yeah, it's the neighbor of Ville. So it's called Porterville.
No, where is Porterville?
It's up by San Francisco, I believe. In that area. Yeah, Porterville, I think it's past San Francisco. I'm not really sure. I've heard of it. I've never stopped by. But I know that there's a lot of green trees up there and huge big trees. I don't know if it's Humboldt County. I want to say, I don't know. Tulare County.
Oh, Tulare.
Yeah, that's why I don't know where it's at. Up by Fresno. Tulare County. Okay, Porterville. That makes sense. I think I was there, and then they had a huge earthquake, and then I ran away and went back to LA where I was safe.
Yeah. I'm sure they got the heavy rains this past weekend.
Oh yeah. I'm sure you guys got a lot of rain up there on
Sunday.
Because it poured over here for like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. So Northern California, how are you guys doing up there in Northern California? Are you guys still getting hit with a lot of rain?
Or is it stopped?
Or
now?
has it stopped? And
is it
how's
getting-
your business? Is it getting picked
warmer
up?
out there? I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. Mojave County. Where's Mojave County, Scherzer?
Is that east?
I don't know where it's at.
Is that going that way?
Yeah, I think
East?
so.
Right?
Is it by Imperial? That's
Oh.
what I'm thinking.
South?
I have no idea. I think we're just talking to ourselves.
Where-
Oh, Kingsman, Arizona. Oh, okay.
Oh, Arizona.
Arizona,
Oh,
Lake Havasu.
Oh, wrong way.
No,
Wrong direction.
actually, Rick and I did a job up of bird proofing a couple of years ago in Lake Havasu. We did a job up there, and afterwards we stopped by College Street.
Blue
No,
something?
no, I think it was College Street something brewery. They had the best blueberry ale beer. College Street Brews, awesome place for food. And man, you're absolutely right. We had, I think Rick had the hamburger, and it was huge.
I've never been there, so
And I had a salad
I've never
with
been
my
there.
blueberry ale.
I've never been there.
Oh my gosh, you're missing a lot, Susan.
I've never been.
Uh,
I've been to Arizona,
yeah,
but
and then
not Havasu.
yeah, we went to Lake Havasu, and then after we ate over there, we ended up going to the casino, which is about an hour away, I believe. We ate there. We stayed the night at the casino, and we partied our ass off, and so we had fun. Definitely had good brews on tap and excellent quality of food. Yes, as a matter of fact, I bought the big Stein. As a matter of fact, it's up there.
Mhm.
Go get that thing. Yeah, it's it's one of the big Steins, and I filled it up with blueberry ale. And man, that thing was like, every time I go back, I have two hands like this with the blueberry ale, and that was probably one of the best ales that I've had in a long time. They have a boat that will take you over to the casino. Oh, wow. And it's called the Topeka. The Topeka. There we go, people. College Street Brew House. We're giving you free props here at College Street. Very good food. Very good food. This thing needs to be filled up again. I can smell that blueberry ale from here. Man, that's awesome. It's empty right now. Aren't we going to Vegas pretty soon? Yes, I think we can stop by Lake Havasu first.
Next
Lake Havasu
in
first.
2 months.
This is no joke. This is what I did. I filled 3 of these up. Rick had his. I had 2 of these, and we finished all this when we went to the to the casino, and we finished all 3 of these. We were carrying them around with us, drinking, having a good time, and it was awesome. And great place. But yeah, so guys, thanks for coming on. We appreciate every single one of you, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and don't forget to smash that like button one more time. If you guys want to share this video, share the video, what have you. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and that will let you know that we are on. Let me know when you guys are back down there in Havasu, and I'll get you some blueberry drinks. Hell yeah. No problem. We appreciate you, brothers and sisters. There you go. And maybe we might even just head on down to, where was it again? Tulare County, Porterville.
Oh, Porterville.
Go visit Stop the Sickness. And
that's the other direction.
it's okay. We just keep driving. No problem. Hey, I got blueberry ale right underneath, and I'm ready to go.
Do you have Scherzer's number?
I don't have Scherzer's number.
You're gonna have to send us your info.
Send us your information. Just email us and info. I will put that on there. And info at SoCal Solar Panel Washing.com. And send us your information, and we'll be more than happy to keep in contact with you and what have you. That's anybody that's out there.
Oh, buy the shots. Oh, okay, we'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
I'm a
If
beer.
Henry doesn't go, I'll go.
Yeah, she's the shot person.
I'll go.
She's the hard liquor person. I'm just the softie. Give me a AO all day long, and I'll sip.
I
on
do
it.
like flavored beer though. So
Yeah, there you go. That'd be awesome. As my, I wish, and this is no joke. I
Yard
wish.
House has a very good flavored beer.
Yeah, they do. I wish that College Street would deliver beer to us, because I would be the happiest dude to have.
I wish they had that to sell.
They can't. They don't have it on. They make their own, but they don't sell it online. So they can't ship it out, because it's beer. I don't know, but I asked them. I walked in there and said, I need 4 cases sent to me, and they won't do it. I had to literally buy the 4 cases and take them with me, which wasn't a problem at all. So I should have bought 8, but I only bought 4. So Rick drank them all. Anyways, thank you guys. Appreciate every single one of you. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for chiming in. And we'll see you next time. All right. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. Appreciate that. All the 100s. And you guys have a good one. And hopefully we'll see you maybe at the end of the week or something. See you guys. Peace.